Hello, I'm Alexey Girakov, co-owner of VironIT, and in this video I'm going to speak on designing a mobile app and how much does it cost to design a mobile app. Many customers ask us about pricing and rough estimation and so on, and design is also a crucial part of every mobile app. And I got a question to you. Do you know any user who doesn't use Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp? So there are billions of people on these social networks daily, and their interface is very modern, easy to use, and within a few clicks you can do everything you want. So a group of designers and user experience specialists are working daily on these apps to make it even better. So just imagine how high are now the expectations of users to a new app. So if your design is not well, it is complex, not easy to use, and the interface is overloaded with forms, buttons, and unnecessary flows and scenarios, so they just skip it and jump to any other competitor. So a new, modern, easy-to-use design is of high importance for the success of any mobile app. So every project has a research phase. So research phase contains also market research, consumer research, and you can also have stakeholder interviews. So market research, of course, you just have to understand your industry. That's okay, but most probably the app you want to design already exists. I mean, similar apps already exist. That's why you have to explore what's on app stores at the moment, what's on App Store, what's on Google Play, and you have to download like 10 or 20 similar apps to understand what's going on there. So consumer research, if you have any groups of potential customers, or maybe you have some user base, or you have some friends, so you also have to talk to them and understand what they need in the app, and just provide them the prototype you have that I'm going to speak later, or just describe them what the app is going to be about. And stakeholder interviews, oftentimes apps are created by not only one founder but several founders, and you can talk to each one of them and understand what they need from the app and how they see the app, and you can make a deep interviews with each stakeholder and to get the understanding of what's going to be in the next step, and that would be your research phase. And with the research phase we are ready for prototyping. In the end of the video I will share with you some tips and tricks how to reduce the cost of designing of mobile app. So prototyping. Prototyping is building the user interface of your future mobile app. User interface basically is the screens, forms, buttons, and the flows from one screen to another screen, and that is organized using popular instruments such as Xura, InVision, Sketch. Well, there are plenty of instruments which enable you to organize the prototyping. So when you're finished, you have a map of all the screens where you can go from one screen to another screen and just fulfill the tasks and scenarios you want to. And a good step is to have a user interface validation and usability testing. So you need to understand, is your interface is good to use? Is it easy to use? So we have to perform usability testing, and also you can do it yourself or order a special company, but it should be done anyway. And there should be a concept validation. Concept validation is like showing this prototype to your potential user base, consumer base, and ask them to do a specific set of tasks using your interface. Okay, let's talk about visual design. So visual design of a simple app, well, a simple app is like between 10 and 15 screens, where you roughly spend between 100 to 150 hours, including research phase, and prototyping, and actually design as well. So, and taking average rate like $50 per hour for designing, it would cost like between 5 and 7.5k USD. So if we're talking about medium app, it would be between 15 and 30 screens, so it would cost like between 10 12K for this phase. And if we're talking about extra large apps, so you say like XXL apps, so it's more than 40 screens, so it roughly would take 400 hours. It's more than two full main months work, and of course it would cost more than 20K. So as you see, the price usually depends on the volume or on the quantity of screens you have in your mobile app. At VironIT we like to cut the costs, so here are some tips and tricks how to cut the costs of designing a mobile app. So first one, research. The research phase can be done in different ways. I advise you to be also in part of research. So if you can't spend a lot of your time, anyway, you can ask some freelancer to make a research of similar mobile apps and just download like 10 or 20 mobile apps and click the screens or just record the scenarios as there are on the screens and the flows, and it could also be a big part of the research. It can be useful for you, it could cost you less money. So second point is user interface and user experience. It can also be done by your team or yourself. So you just can use InVision, Xura, Sketch. There are hundreds of prototyping tools. You can use them yourself and build the user interface of the future mobile app, and you would save a lot of time. And even if you come to a professional company and they don't take your interface, it would be a base ground just for the beginning, and you will spend less hours anyway for speaking to them and trying to explain what the app is going to be about. So the third one is the testing plus validation. You should devote a lot of time of testing and validation as a user interface, because when you launch the app and everything will be in production and you understand that the flow is not the way you wanted it to be, it would take you hundreds of thousands of dollars to recreate everything, test and so on. So it's very crucial to have tests or user interface, because design is very crucial for app success. That's why it's really important to spend a lot of time here and do as much user interface testing as you can. So, and CRP. I suppose you don't know what CRP means, but it's quite easy. It's choose the right provider. So there are plenty of companies all over the world, and using internet you connect to any company, and well, you can connect to company in India, and they will charge you between $10 or $20 per hour. You can go to Eastern Europe, and that would be like between $25 to $35 per hour. You can go also to USA, and that would be between that amount per hour. And the way to choose the best provider, of course, the portfolio and the approach and the how they communicate and what quality of projects are in the portfolio. So you can choose between companies, India, Eastern Europe, or United States, or any other, and find the best provider you like. And I hope that using that framework, it would let you cut the cost of designing your mobile app. So thank you for watching, and hope you liked this video, and welcome to our channel. Bye.